Ever wondered if the way you see the world is really the way it is? This video is going to challenge everything you think you know about perception and reality. It is about the mind-bending concept of naive realism and its fascinating cousin, the minimal self. Naive realism sounds like an oxymoron, right? But it's a serious philosophical theory. Imagine you're looking at a beautiful sunset. Naive realism says that what you see is exactly what's out there. No filters, no biases. Your mind is just a window to the world. At the core of naive realism is relationalism. It argues that our perceptual experiences are all about relationships. You're not just seeing a tree, you're in a direct relationship with that tree. And this relationship is non-representational. It's like a backstage pass to reality. Naive realism isn't just about the outside world. It also bumps heads with other theories. It rejects the idea that our perception is just a bunch of mind-dependent sense data. And it's not a fan of representationalism, which says our experiences are all about mental images or symbols. But hold on, what about the transparency of our experiences? According to naive realism, when you look at that leaf, you're directly aware of the leaf itself, not some mental image of it. This is the transparency thesis. Strong transparency says introspection shows us only the leaf, while weak transparency admits we might notice the qualities of our experience, like blurriness. This brings us to the psychological side of things. Ever heard of naive realism in psychology? It's the belief that our view of the world is totally objective. Sounds great until you realize it makes us think everyone else is either blind or biased if they disagree with us. Let's talk cognitive biases, the false consensus effect, believing everyone shares our views, the hostile media effect, thinking the media is biased against our perspective, and the bias blind spot, spotting biases in others, but not in ourselves. Classic human nature, right? Want some proof? Consider the "they saw a game" study. Fans from opposing teams watched the same game but saw it completely differently. Or the musical tapping study, where tappers thought listeners could easily identify tapped songs. Spoiler alert, they couldn't. Then there's the Wall Street game, showing how labels affect our behavior more than personality traits. Let's mix things up with the minimal self. This is all about the bare-bones version of selfhood that's present in every conscious experience. It's not about reflecting on yourself, it's just the automatic pre-reflective awareness that you're you. So how do these two ideas dance together? Minimal self can actually support naive realism by addressing the subjective part of our perception. Both are non-representational and constitutive of experience, meaning they're fundamental to how we experience the world. By recognizing our minimal self, we can explain the non-diaphanous parts of our experience, like blurriness or limited visual fields. This enriches our understanding of perception, making it clear that we're not just passive observers, but active participants in our reality. So next time you look at a sunset or argue about the latest football match, remember, your perception is a wild mix of direct awareness and deep-seated biases. Embrace the misunderstandings and the complexity of your perception. It's what makes you, you. And it's okay if not everyone sees the world as you do. It's all part of the beautiful chaos that makes life interesting.